Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another Last Cloudia video, and I just thought about maybe doing a beginner's guide, a very brief beginner's guide. So first of all, you're gonna get into the game. They're gonna have some kind of a tutorial for you, just like most games will. Make sure you listen to the tutorial on that, and then you want to go ahead and whatever stuff you might get, make sure you save onto all that stuff. I don't know what kind of stuff you get at the very beginning of the game, because like I said, I may have said in one of my poll videos, this is not a new account, as I've already been playing. As you can see, I'm ranked 25, which takes a little bit of time to get to. So, you want to go into the DMC collab and use all those tickets you may be getting. These tickets here, as you can see here, I've got a few of them. So you want to go ahead and use them. There's also one that you can get one of these for free. So you want to go ahead and try and get one of these characters the best you can, because they're all really strong in their own way. And with that being said, I would say if you can jump into the event, go right ahead, but I don't think you can jump into the event yet. I think it'll probably be locked. So you want to go ahead and go into the world map here pretty much right away. And you want to start doing story. Do story ASAP. Out of the gate, almost out of the gate, you want to start doing story, because that means you're going to start getting on some of these blue and red pods here. You'll be starting here, and you want to start unlocking these. This thing right here, you want to start unlocking these, because you will need to use these to level up your arcs, which I'll be talking about shortly. And it's a lot of things involved, so you really want to go ahead and get these. So you want to start doing as much story as you possibly can to get as far in as you can, because the story is pretty vast at this point. It's pretty expansive, so you're not going to run out of story anytime soon. Don't be afraid of running out of story. As well, I can't really show you because I already collected most of it, but there's a map there's going to be if you easily type in like Last Cloudia map, or like treasures or something. There will be treasures and things inside of the world map that you can click on to find. Like that, for example, I just found something that I forgot about. I guess I didn't click on that. So there will be like small ships or treasure chests, things like that. You can see right there, right there on the corner of the screen. There's one. There's a treasure chest there. So make sure you guys go find those treasure chests. Make sure you guys are doing the story. Story's not very hard to do. If you get Nero, if you get any of the collab units and you start leveling them up, you should be able to do this pretty easily. The story does not get hard at all for a long time. So just go ahead and do the story, get the gems, and then I think I recommend, whenever you get to a certain point, you want to go ahead and start pulling for the DMC collab. I wouldn't worry about the Hammer Girl so much. She is whatever. She's good, but I would just say whatever on that. And so you'll be getting some good characters. And one of the biggest flaws with this game, unlike Brave Exvius, you don't want to be pulling for every meta unit every single week. You want to stick to, hey, this banner's coming up, this banner's been announced, do I want to pull on this? Because now I'm going to have to spend a few weeks. Yeah, guys, this is not like Brave Exvius. You can't just get, unless you are like a whale or like a gigantic whale and you have a bunch of stuff saved up or something. You can save it for a character maxing. I'm pretty sure it's possible at this point. But you really want to just focus on a few characters. You don't want to keep pulling every single unit, because you'll never be able to max them. It takes a long time. It takes a lot of investment to max a character, guys. And you want to focus on just a few characters. So the DMC collab is one of the best ones you want to focus on, because they're very easy to use. They have a lot of good passives. Nero has dual wield, and when you can unlock his dual wield, I will talk about that shortly. So yeah. And then there will be a point in the story when you're going to be unlocking these Conqueror spots, which will allow you to get shards for leveling up and enhancing your characters. So you want to go ahead and do that, and you want to go ahead and invest in all those spots. Not right away, maybe do one at a time, because I think it's up to 2. I think you only get 2 spots for free, 2 or 3 spots for free, and the rest you have to unlock. So over time, you can go ahead and increase those to max. And as well, this was something recently added. It was added after I quit the game for a bit. There's something called touring. So after you gather a decent amount of characters, you'll be able to do some tours. I don't know if I should, like I'm following my own advice. I'm not unlocking them all at the same time right now, because I want to space it out a little bit. I think 3 is good enough for now. I don't think I need any more for now. The missions will be a little bit slower, but so basically this is like explorations, like on Brave Exvius. You send a bunch of things out, send a few characters out, and they come back, and you get some stuff that you can only get in touring, like weapon shards and things like that. I know we're getting to really advanced stuff right now. I don't mean to be too advanced. I'm trying to, in this guide, I'm not trying to be too advanced here. I'm trying to be very basic, so you guys can get a very basic understanding. I'm not going to go into the Alchemist Lab. Basically, it's just you're upgrading weapons, just like in Brave Exvius now, when you can upgrade weapons and stuff when in events. I'm trying to be very basic with this. So let's go into weapons and let's go into characters and arcs now. So when you will want to start leveling up your characters, you want to go into the units section, and let's go to Nero because he's the most, you know, you're probably going to be looking at him the most. He's the best of, it's either him or V basically is the best. Dante is good too, but I keep hearing that Nero and V are like, it's like a scaling bounce. So this is where you guys are going to be focusing on the most. You're going to be going in here, it's very similar to Final Fantasy X's like sphere grid. You're going to be going to leveling up a lot of things in here. You're going to be continuing to go up and up and up until you can get some better skills. And the one at the top here, you can see it, dual wield. So you get dual wield for free, as long as you unlock it, of course. And you just are able to equip 2 weapons instead of equipping an armor slot. For most units, you want to have dual wield. For some other units, maybe not so much, like tanks, for example. They probably don't want dual wield, they probably want the armor. So, yeah, you want to go ahead and look at some unit characters. They may have some useful skills, and they unlock a lot of other things along the way, a bunch of boosts and passives and talents and whatnot. So this is where your focus is going to be on, and you need to farm up a lot of these crystals here. Throughout your travels, hopefully you're going to gather a lot of crystals. They come in a lot of different kind of colors: green, red, blue, purple, and also rainbow, which is a bit of a blocker for me right now. I need to start farming some of those, I guess. So that's it for that. Very simple. I think it's just very simple to start loading up all these things. You want to go ahead and only focus on one character at a time. That's one of the biggest things. Like, you want to focus on one character at a time. You want to try and not max everything in here, but you want to try and max most of the stuff in here one character at a time, because then your one character is going to be super strong. So don't you guys want one really, really strong character instead of 3 weaker characters? I think that makes more sense, right? And let's go into the arcs, which is very similar to just basically a summon, an attachment to your character. They'll learn things from these arcs, just similar to if you equip an Esper into a unit in Brave Exvius, they gain a lot of killers and stuff like that. It's very similar to this, except you don't get them immediately. You have to learn them. So let's go into March of the Saints, for example. So once you equip this to a character, they'll start gaining. There'll be a bar. It'll keep going up like a level bar. So you'll level them up, and you'll be able to get these skills done. And as you go down, it'll be harder to get those skills. Like level 10, for example, it takes a bit of time to get. And this is one of the main things I was talking about, the guys, with these orbs here. So see how many souls it costs. So you want to go. That's why I was telling you guys to get in there and get as many of those soul pools, or whatever you want to call them, as many of those as you can possibly get throughout the story, because you're going to be needing to collect them, and you're going to have to upgrade them too. I guess I should mention that as well. You want to also upgrade those these soul spots as well. You want to go ahead and try it, and when you can, of course, because they're a little expensive. At level 13 and 13 to 14 is quite a bit of Zell. Of course, at the very beginning, it's not going to be very expensive at all, and you will have some money problems throughout the game, as you may expect. And of course, you want to go ahead and log in periodically to collect all those, because they do generate several amounts per hour. There are now daily missions, just like in Brave Exvius. Not as many in Brave Exvius, and also you get to pick which stuff you would like to get. Usually you should definitely get the crystals. I'm kind of tempted to get the rainbow crystal because I need some rainbow crystals, but I think I'm still gonna pick the crystal. The crystals are just basically lapis. You use them to pull with. I know this I'm not a very good person at doing tutorials. I'm trying my best, guys. I'm kind of like all over the place. I'm trying to tell you guys a bunch of things all at once. So there's a difference between regular crystals and paid crystals. If you're not going to be a paid player, then don't even worry about the paid sections. There's no reason to be upset about it, really. And they often give you tickets and things to be able to pull. So there's that. And make sure you check in the shop section, because sometimes they do, apparently now they will offer free bundles. Let me see if I can show you. Power up set. See, now they'll let you have this Mechanical Meriday power up set. It's free. And it was the same thing for the DMC power up set for, as you can see here as well. So you want to go and check those out periodically. Even if you're a free-to-play player, don't be afraid to check the shop out, because they do offer this free stuff here, and it's definitely worth getting because it's free and you get some neat items. So once you get to a certain rank, I think you can start doing events, and I would recommend, as soon as you can unlock events, I would do them right away, because those orbs here are very precious. If you are sitting at 10 orbs, you're doing something wrong. There's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of things to do in here. You can get Zell, you can get AP, which is the thing that you need to start leveling up your units with your arcs, and also Training Gate, which is the basic experience points raising gate. A lot of awakening materials and things like that, and also events. And one of the biggest problems with this game, I think, is that they dual layer events a lot. So I'm still kind of doing the DMC event, but I'm also trying to do this at the same time. So it's kind of like a double. It's one of the problems I was having with this game when I quit, and they're still doing it. They're still double layering events. They both cost these orbs here, and you only get 10 for free. So you have to either use those potions that we found earlier in the video, or I have to spend crystals, and don't ever spend crystals, guys. The only time I would ever recommend spending crystals is if it's like the last day and you're still not done and you're not getting enough orb generation to get this done. Then maybe you can, if it's worth it, if the rewards are worth it, you can go ahead and use maybe 100 crystals here and there to maybe get that done. I think that's going to be it though, guys. You guys can figure out the combat for yourself. However you want to proceed with that, you can leave it with auto on. There's an auto on feature if you just want to do that and just go do something else while your units are battling. The auto is a lot better than it used to be, by the way. The auto used to be pretty bad, but now it's actually pretty good. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's gonna wrap it up here, guys. There's also arena, but I would not worry about arena at all. There's a lot of people that are in arena that are running like low level characters. Don't even do that. Just go into arena when you're ready. And finally, I think I'll just mention this. This is basically the King Mog shop, like in Brave Exvius, where you just trade a bunch of things and you get stuff. And arena medal points, same thing. Friend points. Oh, okay, we need to mention that very quickly, guys. Don't click off the video just yet. You want to go ahead immediately, almost, if you can do this right away. You want to go ahead immediately and go in here. Yes, you want to have this right now, actually, but usually, if this is not here, this chocolate or any other kind of event, you want to go ahead and put to the friend points. Friend points immediately, because you want to go ahead and get those friend points. Then you can go in here, and a lot of the time they will be doing these campaigns where you can summon. I can't do them right now, I don't think. I can't show you right now, but you can spend 1,000 friend points to get a whole bunch of good items in here. So if you can take anything from this video, go ahead and change your friend gift to friend points or the chocolate. Right now I'd recommend the chocolate because you can get a lot of good stuff with that in this trading space. So guys, that's gonna be it for the video. I try to be as basic as possible to not make it too confusing. But if you have any other questions, make sure you leave them in the comment section down below. I'll try to help you guys as much as possible, as I'm trying to get back into this game as well. I'm gonna try and make other content very soon. I'm juggling a bunch of other things right now, so be patient. If you're looking forward to more Last Cloudia videos, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe if you're new around here, if you found my Last Cloudia videos, and hit that notification bell. And if you also watch to the very end, make sure to type in #tutorial. #tutorial will be the keyword. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.